Hi everybody, and welcome back to Borderlines today. So what I thought I'd speak about today is basically the holiday seasons. Okay, when I say the holiday seasons, I mean when we all go on like our summer holidays. Now obviously a lot of people go abroad, some people stay in the UK. Now the main thing I wanted to speak to is the importance of the summer period to a lot of places around the UK. Now, one place where I live, I live in a place called Lee-on-the-Solent, which is right on the coast. It's a beach town. Yes, it does have a stony beach, which is halfway between Portsmouth and Southampton. Okay, now the irony of where I live, now I absolutely love it in the winter, hate it in the summer. And people can say, why would you hate where you live in the summer? Because it gets packed. I mean, it is absolutely packed. And when I think of where I live, it is very, very quiet during the winter months. You can walk down to the paper shop, and it's like a ghost town. Now, as you can probably see behind me, caravans behind me, because for Halloween we decided to take our kids away, and every single year for our summer holidays we always go to the Isle of Wight. It's the only place in the UK my kids will go to, which is why they're going to be upset next year because we're going to North Yorkshire. But we decided to take them away for Halloween to the usual place we'd go to. Now we always go to Lower Hyde Caravan Park, which is a park themed resort on the Isle of Wight in Shanklin. Now Shanklin is an absolute beautiful place. Okay, if you've never been, you've got to go. The irony when I think of it, if you go into old Shanklin, in the old Shanklin town centre, which is more of like a village, it's more of like what you think of back in the day where you've got like all the cottages and everything. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of tea rooms, all that type of stuff. Sweet shops selling fudge, sticks of rock, all that type of thing. So if you ever want to go on a nice peaceful holiday, it's a place to go. Now the thing with it is when it comes to the Isle of Wight, during the summer the population of the Isle of Wight absolutely swells 2 to 3 times. Now today being, the 1st of November? Actually, it's the 2nd of November, actually. It's the 2nd of November. It's the last day of the holiday season. So this is the last day. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to come in, get a bit dark. And what you see is the importance of the holiday period to certain places. And Shanklin is a classic case in point. I could walk down the high street and into the old village, and I could have counted on my hands how many shops were open. Because the funny thing is, what a lot of businesses do in places like this, okay, which is no different to where I actually live, and it is point in case, but they'll have opening hours for the winter, opening hours for the summer, and some will close point blank because they see, what's the point? There's this one beautiful tea room. It's in a pink cottage with thatched roof, has like all these like fairy things out in the garden. Now when I say all this, I don't get any money off them before anybody thinks that I'm putting anything in nice about any business. Now it's not a cheap tea room, to be honest, okay, but it's absolutely beautiful, especially for kids and everything, because you got all the fairies and everything. That's what it's well known for. Downside is attracts all the bees and all the wasps, because people are having jam sandwiches, all of that type of thing. A lot of sweet treats, cakes, scones, all of that during the summer. But now, probably around about now, that place will be closed probably into around about March time. So for about the next 5 months, that place will be closed. Now, it's an award-winning tea room, you know, for the whole of the Isle of Wight. So that's what I would generally say. You know, it's so important for places like this, okay, to be able to rely on the summer season, because it's so important for them. Because this place, you know, as much as I love Shanklin, is going to become a ghost town probably for about the next 4 to 5 months. So if you are going to go on holiday, try and make sure you do go somewhere in the UK, because you could be helping out a community, and you may not realise how much you're actually helping out a community at the end of the day. Even if you're going somewhere, say for instance you're going to somewhere in Warwickshire or somewhere like that, Yorkshire, the Peak District, you know, these small little places. I know Warwickshire's not a small place, but some of these small places, you can be massively helping out a community. Okay, so let us know in the comments down below where you're planning on going next year, because like I said, we are at the beginning of November, not long left. So let us know in the comments down below. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you again a bit later.